I'm going to show you how to use the RigEdit Lite rigging plugin up here. First, you need to have the parts that you want to put into the rig, or you want to put into your model. So, make a model, just pull these parts, and then you click on the model and press on the edit rig. Then you'll have this menu popping up. Step is the amount of studs that the joints will move around. I'll explain that once I show you the rigging process. So first you want a humanoid root part, so I'm going to duplicate this and rename that humanoid root part. So make sure your humanoid root part covers almost the entire rig, or as I usually do it. You can make it as small as you want, as big as you want. I usually recommend it so it covers the almost whole rig. Then you make it transparency 1 over here. Once you're done with that, select the model part in the workspace, and then there should be an option for a humanoid root part. Here we go. Primary part here under pivot. So you select that, and you should have something next to your cursor here. It's a blue block with a red and black arrow, so you'll select on humanoid root part. Once you have that done, you can edit your rig, starting with humanoid root part, part 1, create joints. You'll have your first joint. This is a joint. As you can see, it moves a certain amount of studs, and you can change the studs here, so 0.5, half a stud, one stud. So part 1 to 2. So just rig it up as so. So just rig it out the way you want it. The joints were where the rig will be bending from, so I'll show you that here. So your rig will need a primary part, which is the humanoid root part that you have, unless you've named that primary part to something else. Then it will tell you rig, so it's a rig, so it'll be animatable as a part. So the joint is here and here, so you'll be able to bend it at certain points. As you can see here, it bends here. If the joint was in the middle, then it would spin in the middle of the block. So you see you can do this, and then I'll show you what happens if you do not move your joints around. So if I were to get rid of these two, and then created my joints, you're going to see a big difference as the blocks will rotate from the middle where the joints are. So say the joint was here, it will rotate from the middle area here. So in this area. So all you really need to know for the plugin for basic rigging is creating joints. If you want to create welds, I'll show you how to do that now. Nothing too difficult, just select one part, part 2, and you create a weld, and the weld will be a square. Can't really move the weld anywhere, it's just a regular weld, and it won't bend or be animatable. So you might want to move joints a certain amount of studs, and you want to do multiple at a time. So what you're going to do for that, just to make the process easier in some circumstances, is you can select one joint and then hold shift on your keyboard and click on that, and then hold shift again and click on another part, and I'll select 2 parts for you to animate or move the joints around. So yeah, once you're done with the rigging, then you can animate. I haven't really tested with the aligning parts, so I've just known that you can create the joints, create welds, and resetting the joints will delete all of the parts. Or I guess it doesn't. Oh, there we go. That resets the parts to its original default position. So that is basically all for rigging.